Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Wednesday, the 3rd of June, 2026. So we'll start off with a synoptic chart then. So this was as of 6 o'clock this morning. There's low pressure out in the Atlantic now, and it's bringing in a series of fronts. What's going to affect us today pretty well is going to be an occluded front, and then behind it there are further occlusions, possibly for tomorrow, and with associated strong winds. So if you look at this now, if you drive to Lasham, this first thing you think, okay, we might actually get away with it. If I run this through now to 12 o'clock, you can see the occlusion is right over us now. We're actually in a sort of warm sector, actually, but very strong winds from the west-southwest, and a trough behind with a couple of more occlusions a bit later. So how's that going to affect us then? So here's the clearance that we have currently at the moment, and then this first warm front is going to hit us probably in the next half an hour or so. There is a small opportunity, a small window of opportunity later on, maybe about 2 o'clock today. You can see the Southern Island has got sunshine on it, and that is slowly drifting our way. So we'll have to keep our eye on that. So there may be an opportunity a little bit later, I think. So actual rain at the moment is all over Cornwall, Wales, but it's spreading our way at a fairly brisk rate. And if I run through the Met Office predicted rain forecast for today, so this is at 9 o'clock. And if I run that through, we've got consistent rain all the way through 12, 1 o'clock. And then there's a possibility after about 1 o'clock that it will certainly dry out. We need to be very, very cautious about these showers at the moment. Whilst they're spread out, they could very easily all merge as one. And you can see with the southwesterly winds that we're going to have today, we're going to be pretty well in line for all the showers as they come through. And maybe likelihood is it will probably affect Merv's evening group as well tonight. Okay, so there's no taff from Odium at the moment, but their actuals are 10 knots from the south. There's 10k or more. Overcast at 2,500 feet. Temperature 13, QNH, dew point down at 10. But if I run through the taff from Farnborough, it's a little bit longer. They are saying then, okay, between 7 o'clock and 4 o'clock today, 240, 10 knots, 10k viz, scattered at 3,000, 30% probability temporarily between 7 and 8 this morning, broken at 1,400, 30% probability temporarily between 8 and 11 this morning, 6,000 meters with rain, broken at 1,400 feet, temporarily between 11 and 4, 230, 15, gusting 28, 6,000 meters, rain, broken at 1,400 feet with a 30% probability, temporarily between 11 and 4, 4,000 meters, heavy rain showers, broken at 900 feet. Spot winds today are from the south-southwest, just north of us 21020 and south of us 23025. And windy is giving a southwesterly wind throughout the day, starting off about 8 knots now. As the day goes on, it gets stronger. 10 o'clock, 13 knots. 1 o'clock, 17 knots. And then maybe later on in the evening, it's going to die down a little bit. But basically, the wind's from the southwest. Local forecast today, southwesterly winds. I've highlighted the gusts here. They're talking about 31 knot gusts in the middle of the day. 80-90% probability of rain. GFS is giving us a max temperature today of 12 with a dew point down at 11, which isn't very good. And our local Met forecast office is giving us 13.3 at the moment, with dew point down at 10.5. Wind outside the window. This cloud is getting lower and lower as we progress, and I think by the time people arrive to go flying, it'll be almost down to about 700 feet with rain. So look at top meteo, significant weather for the day. Then, if I run this through. So this is 8 o'clock this morning, and if I run this through, you see the cloud starts to come down and thicken, and rain's going to be with us by 10 o'clock, and that's going to stay heavy rain by 11, even some mist, and that's going to say 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Even 3 o'clock, it's still going to be, maybe there may be a clearance that we can possibly start to do a little bit of flying in. And SkySight is giving actually a worse picture than that. It's giving us cloud pretty well all the way down to the ground until around about 2:30, 3 o'clock this afternoon. And they're giving us again southwesterly winds, uh, south-southwesterly winds with gusts of 35, 36 knots in the middle of the day. Not very good. And the cross section is showing low clouds throughout the day, but they do have this little window of opportunity around about 3 o'clock local, and no Thames really. The actual Lashams, nothing of any relevance. So these are all out in the TMA. So then, right, operationally today. Okay, so there's a cross section again. You can see we're devoid of rain at the moment. The cloud is coming down, and we've got steady rain continuously. It's about 3 o'clock, and then there's a small wind of opportunity, but there's going to be 30-knot winds in that wind of opportunity, and then heavier rain later on today. We have quite a full booking list actually. Two K21s on a 5-day course, two K21s on a booking system, a K13 for trial lessons, which I'll be cancelling. We have one person on the cancel list and plenty of single seat availability. Simulator is serviceable, and a priority does have to go today to the course, I'm afraid. Nothing to report at the moment from 2XL. So, general situation, low pressure still dominating our weather, warm, then occluded front passing through, which will bring low cloud, rain showers, and gusty winds throughout the flying day. If we do fly at all, it'll be on runway 23. Please be ready when the cable or tug arrives, the usual stuff there. And a pictorial view of our setup for the day. Not very good, I'm afraid. I'll be in the clubhouse, and maybe there's some guys want to start getting some exams out the way. I can help them progress with them. Otherwise, I'll see you all a little bit later. Take care. Bye.